Hi, Dr. Nicola with Pura Vida here, and I want to talk to you about something very close to my heart, something I've been playing with recently, and that is managing all the things. Because what I noticed over the past few weeks is that my fatigue has come up. I've been more tired than I'm used to feeling. My mood has been a little bit more irritable. My husband would lovingly say less unicorny than I might normally be, and sleep has been not as consistent. And so what I realized is that all of these symptoms were a call to check in with what's going on. And at first when I checked in, I felt like, oh, there's too many things on my plate. I need to get rid of some of these things. But that inspired me to kind of do an inventory of the things I felt responsible for and the energy that I was putting things into. And I have been really aware over the past 10 days, 2 weeks, around how much energy I can spend managing, especially other people. Ha! Ta-da! There's my little secret for you, is that, this is still very alive in me. It's a really big part of my patterning that I learned from my culture, from my family system, from the geographical area I grew up in. There's so many places that have implanted this belief that my worth is somehow linked to having the solution, having the answer, being of help, that sort of thing. And what I realize is that it's created a dysfunctional pattern in my system where I feel responsible to help manage all sorts of things. And that could be logistical management, that could be offering an opinion or point of view on a situation that's not mine, that could be offering advice, especially when it's unsolicited. That definitely happens. And so I've been really aware of that tendency lately, to the point where I talk to, as some of you know, I'm in a band. I talked to my band members and I was like, hey, I need some help here because my tendency is to jump in with a suggestion or a solution or an offering. And so I'm actually going to pull out of that. And I don't want you to feel like I'm leaving you or abandoning you or letting you do all the work. The person on the group project that doesn't do any of the project. I don't want to be that girl, but I also want to step back and give room for the other women to offer up their ideas first, to step into a leadership role, whatever, and just kind of honestly, just open to curiosity around what this might create. And so my invitation to you today is to do a similar thing. Take an inventory. What information are you trying to extract from somebody, or are you trying to input into a situation that isn't actually required? Where are the moments that you could just be quiet rather than be in conversation? Where are the places that you could let go and just let everything unfold rather than work really hard to get the information and make a plan accordingly? And what might that create? What I have noticed is that it's creating more ease and lightness in my relationships, my ability to kind of just let go, my close relationships, and then my, the people that are further out in my circle. And it's also, I'm sleeping better, and my energy level is much, much higher, and my mood has balanced out. But for you, I'm curious, do you have headaches? Do you feel, same sense of overwhelm or fatigue? Are you having digestive issues? Are you feeling literally a heaviness or a pain in your body from carrying the weight of other people? Because when we drop in and balance our divine feminine, and this is for any gender, to play with the divine feminine aspect of receiving and allowing and being open and curious and being nourished and nurtured rather than being productive, being single pointed focus, those sort of things that tend to be more celebrated in our culture, this idea of productivity and creation and management and responsibility, and I do hear this from a lot of people that I work with on this issue of, well, if I just left it alone, I would feel irresponsible. And I want you to just invite in the question, is that true? Would stepping back or allowing some more space or not jumping in this scenario actually be irresponsible? There might be scenarios where it legitimately requires your attention, But my guess is more often than not that this could be an opportunity for you to hang back and see what gets created when you show up to partner with the universe and allow a co-creation to unfold, rather than thinking you've got to kind of manhandle the situation with your mind and your intellect and work really, really hard to make sure that everything falls where it needs to fall. Because there is something else possible for you. And this tendency to overmanage people, situations, schedules is actually making a lot of us sick. And I see this over and over and over again, where we are carrying this belief that we've never really looked at because so many of us carry it. There's not always a lot of opportunity to reflect back on the truth of that message. So this is that opportunity right here, right now, today. How we engage with social media, how we engage with the news, how we react to things that are happening in our world and in our environment. Maybe what would happen is if you took a breath and allowed whatever percolates through emotionally for you to be here, allow that to integrate and then move forward from that place. So let me know how this goes. I'm very, very curious. Send me a message, comment below. I'm super curious about this grand experiment that I'm playing with of managing less and actually bathing and allowing the creation of so much more potentiality, energy, ease, lightness, happiness, fulfillment, you name it. This is what we all have the potential to step into right now, today, in this moment. So until next time, thank you for being here. Sending y'all so much love. Talk soon.